everyone, a warm welcome. In the previous video, we got the solution of wave equation by applying its boundary and initial conditions. And its solution is given by y of xt is equal to sigma n1 to infinity sin n pi x by l into an cos n pi ct by l plus bn sin n pi ct by l, where an is given by an is equal to 2 by l integral 0 to l fx sin n pi x by l dx. Also, bn is given by 2 by n pi c integral 0 to l gx sin n pi x by l dx. Really, y of xt is the displacement at any point on the string at a distance x from the origin and at any time t. Next, we have to find y of xt when fx is given or g of x is given or both are given. In our problems, f of x and g of x are either in terms of the trigonometric function sine or polynomials. In this video, I am going to solve problems in which f of x is given and it is in terms of the trigonometric function sine. In these types of problems, we can find an without using its equation. An is equal to 2 by l integral 0 to l fx sin n pi x by l dx, so that we can avoid integration. Let me illustrate it.
Look at the question. A string is stretched and fastened in 2 points L apart. Motion is started by displacing the string into the form of a curve y is equal to a sin pi x by l, from which it is released at time t equal to 0. Show that the displacement of any point at a distance x from one end at time t is given by y is equal to a sin pi x by l cos pi ct by l. See, in this question, we have to show that the displacement y, that is our y of xt, at any point at a distance x from one end at any time is, that is y of xt is a sin pi x by l cos pi ct by l. See, in these types of problems, you can find the displacement at any point on the string y of xt by considering its boundary conditions and initial conditions, and then put these conditions in our solution. Then we will get the displacement y of xt. See, in the question, a string is stretched and fastened in 2 points L apart. From that, it's clear that the length of the string is L. So, we can write its boundary condition. Let me answer this question. See, one-dimensional wave equation is dou square y by dou t square is equal to c square dou square y by dou x square. Since the length of the string is L, so we can write the boundary conditions. It's common for any question. Here the boundary conditions are y of 0 t equal to 0 and y of L t equal to 0. Is equation number 1, equation number 2. It is for every t. See, these boundary conditions are the conditions on the boundary. When a string is fixed at 2 points, both ends have no displacement. That is, its displacement is 0. At the boundaries, displacement is 0. That's why the name boundary conditions. At any time, there is no displacement. It is mathematically it is denoted like this. Next, we have to write its initial conditions. See, in wave problems, initial conditions are based on its initial position and initial velocity. At initial, that is at time t equal to 0. So, see, in wave problems, our initial position, that is y of x0 is fx, and initial velocity, that is dou y by dou t at t equal to 0 is g of x. See, these are the initial conditions for a wave problem. See, from the given question, you have to notice what is fx and what is gx. That's our aim. So, in this question, we have to notice that fx is, see, by looking into the question, motion is started by displacing the string into the form of a curve y is equal to a sin pi x by l. See, the position of the string, which is started by displacing the string in this form. That is the initial position. It's not regarding about the velocity. That is regarding the initial position. So what is fx? So fx is very clear. Fx is a sin pi x by l. So in any question, next you have to notice what is fx and gx. Fx is its initial position or initial setup of the string, and gx is its initial velocity. So here fx is, that is yx0. Yx0 is our fx, and from the question we noticed fx is a sin pi x by l. This is condition number 3. Next from the question you have to notice what is gx. Here the velocity is not mentioned, so you can take it as 0. Or again there is a hint that the motion is started by displacing the string in this form. That is, initially the string is in rest. That means there is no velocity for the string. That is, it is not oscillating. If it is moving, there is a velocity. From that sentence, it's clear that the string is not moving. That means there is no velocity. So gx is 0. Or you can think like this: if the velocity is not given, if something is missing, you can take it as 0. Okay. So fx gx is 0. That is no y by dou t at t equal to 0 is 0. See, in all questions you have to write these 4 conditions. See, first 2 conditions are common for any question. You just notice what is the length of the string. Next 2 conditions, for writing the next 2 conditions, you notice what is fx and g of x. See, in this problem you can think that gx is not given, so you have to take it as 0. Next you have to apply these conditions in the solution of the wave equation. We have solution of the wave equation is y of xt is equal to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt. See, this is our equation, it is number 5. Next you have to substitute these conditions in equation number 5 for getting the arbitrary constants, as I explained in the 3rd video of the equation. In all questions you have to put first 2 conditions at first. Then you look into conditions 3 and 4. And then if wherever the right side is 0, you have to apply that condition first. Okay, right. Here I am applying equation condition number 1, that is y of 0t. See, for getting y of 0t, you put x equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, this term is 1 and this term is 0. So it is c1 into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt. See, by condition number 1, y0t equal to 0 implies c1 into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt equal to 0, which implies, see, this is true for c1 equal to 0. So c1 equal to 0. You put c1 equal to 0 in equation number 5. So we get the modified solution of the wave equation as y of xt is equal to c2 sin px into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt. That is equation number 6. See, this is the latest solution of the wave equation. See, these concepts are I explained very clearly in the 3rd video of wave equation. So you refer that video. Next we have to apply the second condition. For that you have to write y of lt. Y of lt. For getting y of lt, you put x equal to l. So only here you can see x. So you put x equal to l. That is sin pl into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt. See, by second condition, y of lt equal to 0, which implies this term is 0. That is c2 sin Pl into C3 cos Cpt plus C4 sin Cpt equal to 0. Which implies, see this product is 0 only for this equal to 0. C2 sin Pl equal to 0. Here C2 cannot be 0. If C2 is 0, you can see from equation number 6, y of xt equal to, if C2 is 0, right side is completely 0. That is y of xt is 0. That means there is no displacement while oscillating the string at any point. That is not true. So C2 cannot be 0. So the possibility is sin Pl equal to 0. We know sin n pi is 0. So Pl is n pi. Here the arbitrary constant is p. Here L is the length of the string. It's a non-constant. So P equal to n pi by L for n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. You put the value of P in equation number 6. Equation number 6 becomes y of xt. See, this is the latest solution of the wave equation under these conditions. Y of xt is C2 sin P is n pi by L. See, in equation number 6, you put P is equal to n pi by L, that is C3 cos C n pi by L t plus C4 sin C n pi by L t. For n is equal to, see this is true for n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Again, by looking into the solution, when n equal to 0, when n is 0, here it is sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. So y of xt is again 0. That means there is no displacement at any point on the string while it oscillating. So it's not true. So we can avoid n equal to 0. So this is only for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Thus y of xt is given by this for n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So for considering n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc., you can take it as summation. N is equal to 1 to infinity. See, you open the bracket, then C2 into C3, it's a constant. It depends on n. So you consider constant as an. And while opening the bracket, C2 into C4, it is a constant and depends on n, you take it as Bn. So we can consider the general solution of the wave equation as sin n pi x by L is common into an cos Cn pi by L t plus Bn sin Cn pi by L t. See, this is the most general form of the solution now. It is equation number 7. Here you have to keep one thing in your mind. For any question in the wave equation, up to equation number 7, the procedure is common. In equation number 7, we have to find an and bn. And its equations are given by an is equal to 2 by n into 0 to L fx sin n pi x by L dx. Bn is given by 2 by n pi z into 0 to L gx into sin n pi x by L dx. You have to by heart these equations. See here. See, these are based on the Fourier sine series. Here, g of x is 0. See, this is our gx. Gx is 0. So, bn is 0. Our aim is to find an and bn. Now we got bn equal to 0. Next, we have to find an. See, basically this equation is based on the Fourier series expansion of fx in the interval 0n. Again, one thing you have to notice that if fx is in terms of the trigonometric functions, usually it is in terms of sine. If fx is in terms of sine, you don't apply this equation. If you apply this equation, you can find it. But there is another way in which you can find an very easily. So, see here it is a trigonometric function sine. If it is a polynomial, you find an by using this equation. If it is not a polynomial and also suppose it is in terms of sine or cos, you find an in this way. See, the method of finding an here is this is our solution. See, our solution is y of xt is equal to sigma n1 to infinity sin n pi x by l an cos n pi t by l plus bn sin c n pi by l t. We got bn equal to 0. Here it is given fx equal to a sin pi x by l. Since it is a trigonometric function, we find an like this. See, fx is y of x is 0. See, in this equation, you find y of x is 0. Y of x is 0 equal to, for applying this equation, you find y of x is 0. You put x equal to 0. When x is 0, sorry, y of x is 0, you put t equal to 0. When t equal to 0, sin n pi x by l, t 0, this term will be 1, that is an, plus, when t is 0, this term is 0, so this is 0. So y of 0 is sigma an sin n pi x by l. And y x 0 is given by a sin pi x by l. Next you expand the right side, which implies a sin pi x by l is equal to, when n is 1, when n is equal to 1, a1 sin pi x by l plus, when n is 2, a2 sin 2 pi x by l plus. See, the right side is sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity. So, it's very clear that the right side is an infinity. It contains infinity in many terms. But its left side contains a single term. So, you equate on both sides. See, its angle is pi x by l. Here we have pi x by l. So, what is a1? a1 is small letter a. See, our aim is to find an and bn. We got bn is 0. Next we have to find an. That is a1, a2, a3, a4, etc. a1 is a. What about a2? a2 it is 0. See, the right side is an infinite series, left side contains a single term. So, so a2 is 0. What is a3? 0. a4, etc. equal to 0. So, we have a1 is a and then n equal to 0 for n equal to 2, 3, 4, etc. See, you can equate like this only if fx or gx, here gx is 0, you can equate only if fx or gx is in terms of trigonometric function sine. You can equate only for sine functions. Since it is a sine function, you can equate. If it is a polynomial, you apply this result for getting an. There you have to integrate. So if fx or gx is in terms of sin x, you can avoid integration and you can find the coefficients a1, a2, etc. like this. So the solution of our wave equation is, you put these values in the equation number 7. Y of xt is equal to, see, while expanding, you can see this a1, a2, a3, a4, etc. a2, a3, a4, etc. are zeros. So, in this summation, there is only one term, and that term is sin pi x by l a1 cos pi t by l. Here bn is 0. So, y of xt is this one. What is a1? a1 is a sin pi x by l cos pi Here, when n is 1, it is c pi. So pi ct by, that is our required value of xt. See, this is the displacement at any point on the string at a distance x from the coordinate at any time t. We have to prove value of xt is this one. See, this is the method of solving such problems. Next, I would like to answer a similar question which contains trigonometric function sine. See, if the initial conditions contain trigonometric function sine, then the advantage is there is no need of integration for evaluating an or bn. So look at the question. A tightly stretched string with the fixed endpoints x equal to 0 and x equal to L is initially in a position given by y equal to y0 in the sine cube pi x by L. If it is released from rest from this position, find the displacement y of xt. So we can start. It is one-dimensional wave equation. So it is dou square y by dou t square is equal to c square dou square y by dou x square. Here the boundary conditions are. See, from the first sentence, a tightly stretched string with the fixed endpoints x equal to 0 and x equal to L. So from that there, it is very clear the length of the string is L. So the boundary conditions are y of 0 t equal to 0 and y of L t equal to 0. That is equation number 1, this is equation number 2 for every t. Next we have to make the initial conditions. Initial conditions y of x0 equal to fx. What is fx here? See, it is initially in a position given by y equal to y0 sine cube pi x by L. So fx is y0 sine cube pi x by L. That is equation number 3. Next is regarding velocity. It's initial velocity. See, initial velocity is not given, but it is very clear. Initially, it is in a position and it is released from rest. The string is released from rest. That means its initial velocity is 0, or very clearly it is not given. That means it is 0. So you take gx as 0. See, this is very similar to the previous question. So up to the equation number 7 is common from the previous problem. Our seventh equation is this one. That is y of xt is equal to sigma n 1 to infinity sine n pi x by L into a n cos n pi ct by L plus b n sine n pi ct by L. And also in the previous question gx is 0. From there we notice that bn equal to 0. So here also bn equal to 0 for every n. Next we have to find an. For that we have to use equation number 3. For that we have to write y of x0. What is y of x0? Sigma n 1 to infinity. You put t equal to 0. So an sine n pi x by L. Here y0 is given as y0 into sine cube pi x by L. It is equal to sigma an sine n pi x by L. You put n equal to 1, so a1 sine pi x by L plus a2 sine 2 pi x by L plus a3 sine 3 pi x by L, etc. See, this is our y of xt. Next we have to find a, that is for n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Our aim is to find a1, a2, a3, a4, etc. We have sine 3 theta is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. So 4 sine cube theta is, we have to replace sine cube by x by L. So you find 4 sine, you take to the left side and you take sine theta to 3 theta to the right side. So 3 sine theta minus sine 3 theta. So sine cube theta is 3 sine theta minus sine 3 theta by 4. So this becomes y0 into sine cube theta. Sin cube theta is given by 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta by 4. Here instead of theta it is pi x by L. So sin cube pi x by L is 3 sin pi x by L minus sin 3 pi x by L whole divided by 4 equal to, or we can write it as y0 by 4 into 3 sin pi x by L minus sin 3 pi x by L is equal to right side is a1 sin pi x by L plus right side is a2 sin 2 pi x by L plus a3 sin 3 pi x by L plus etc. Which implies, next you equate like terms on both sides. So before that you can open the bracket. It is 3 by 4 by 0 sin pi x by L minus pi 0 by 4 sin 3 pi x by L is equal to a1 sin pi x by L plus a2 sin 2 pi x by L plus a3 sin 3 pi x by L plus etc. Our aim is to determine a1, a2, a3 etc. So you will equate the corresponding coefficients of the trigonometric functions. See here sin pi x by L. You can see here sin pi x by L. So equate these two terms. You can see 3 by 4 by 0 is a1. See, our aim is to find a1, a2, a3 etc. From this we have, what is a1? a1 is 3 by 4 by 0. See, in the left side there are only two terms. Next you equate this term to the corresponding term in the right side. Here it is sin 3 pi x by L. So sin 3 pi x by L. So we have a3 is equal to, what is a3? a3 is its coefficient, that is minus y0 by 4. See, in this equation, left side contains only two terms and the right side contains infinitely many terms. That means all the other coefficients are zeros. Now we have only a1 equal to 3 by 4 by 0 and a3 is equal to, see, these are the two non-zero values and all the other a's, that is a2, a4, a5 etc. are zeros. Next we have to put these values in the latest solution of our wave equation, which is given by equation number 7. So in equation number 7 we have to substitute these values. Here y of xt is equal to, from equation number 7, y of xt is equal to, when n is 1, so clearly bn is 0. So you can write it as sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity sin n pi x by L an cos n pi ct by L, since bn is 0. Next we have to put the values of ai's here. We noticed we have only two non-zero ai's. They are a1 and a3. All other ai's are zeros. So y of xt is equal to, we have a1 is non-zero, that is for n equal to 1. When n is 1, it is a1. It is 3 by 4 by 0 sin pi x by L cos pi ct by L. Plus, when n is 2, it is a2. a2 is 0. Next, when n is 3, we have the value for a3. That is minus y0 by 4 a3 sin 3 pi x by L cos 3 pi ct by L. All other a's are zeros. We have only two non-zero a's and we consider the corresponding terms in y of xt. See, this is y of xt and see, this is the required displacement of any point on the string under this